Hello everyone. In the last section, we have learned the concepts of JS events, and using that knowledge, we have developed an accordion application. In that implementation, we have noticed few performance issues. In this section, we will try to fix them. My name is Naveen, and we are going to learn more about JS events. We have implemented this accordion application by attaching the click handlers on all accordion headers. And in each click handler, first we remove the open state of all accordions and then enable the open state for clicked accordion only. If you missed that section, I highly recommend you to watch the previous video. Now assume you have thousands of accordion on the page. In that case, we are attaching thousands of click listeners, and in each click listener, we are iterating over all accordions to make them collapse. We can avoid it by using event delegation. In simple terms, event delegation is a pattern where we can delegate the event handling part to some other element. So using this, instead of handling click event on accordion level, we handle it on a common parent level. In this example, either we can create a new parent of all these accordions, or for simplicity, we can use the body element. With this, instead of fetching all accordion headers and then adding click listeners to each of them, we can just add a single click handler on the body element. Let's do this. So in order to add this click listener on the body element, first we need to get rid of this all headers. Then we can remove this for each loop as well. Now we need to get the body element reference in JavaScript. We can do it using the document dot body. And now we have added the click listener onto the body element. But there is a problem, as whole body is listening for the click events, but this is not expected. We just need to execute this logic only for the accordion headers click. So now what we can do, we can add a validation logic here checking if the event is originated from the headers or not. So we have added this logic. Now, if the event is not originated from the header tag, then we can skip from the function. Otherwise, we will execute the logic. Now, if we see the UI, it's working fine as expected. Still, we are able to interact with the header tag and we are able to open the accordion one at a time. There is another improvement which we can do. Right now, if you see on each and every click, we are iterating a loop over all the accordions and then removing the opened attribute. In case of accordion, we already know that at a time only one accordion will be open. What if we store that reference of opened accordion and use it to remove the attribute? So let's do this. We can create a const called last open, and then initially we can keep it as null. We can get rid of this all accordion, and here where we are removing the attribute, we can also here also we can remove the for each loop. Now we'll put a check. If last open is not equals to null, then we can just remove the attribute from that particular accordion. And at the end where we are setting the attribute, there we can save this reference. As we are reassigning the reference, that means we can use the let variable. And with this change, now we are not iterating through the loops and our code is far optimized now. We can check application is still working fine. And that's how we have fixed the identified issues in the Accordion application. To understand the event delegation, in next video we'll talk about event propagation and what are the different phases in that. We will talk about the bubble phase, capture phase, and we'll talk about how we can stop the propagation and that will give us more clarity about JS events.